Buongiorno, everyone. Welcome to the first player ratings of the season. And what a ratings it shall be.
And it's a happy one. Not many negative ones.
Is around tonight in Newcastle. 2-0 win over West Ham. 2 goals from the debutants of Hendrick and Callum Wilson, with Jamal Lewis impressing as well. We'll start off, shall we, with Karl Darlow.
We shall.
I'll take Karl Darlow then. Someone that worries us going into the season with Dubravka's injury. Thankfully, only been a month. But at least today, he did his job, kept a clean sheet.
Yeah, that's the main
Sometimes
thing.
when the ball comes in, he doesn't convince us or fill us with confidence because it's a bit flappy sometimes. His positional awareness isn't at best, but I definitely won't be negative. We said it's going to be a positive one.
It is.
So we'll go on the fact he kept a clean sheet. We'll go on the fact that he's got time to work on it. He's a good number 2. He's got time to improve himself. Hopefully he does so. Tonight, the odd shot he did get, he saved. He's kept a clean sheet. Karl Darlow for me can have an 8.
Oh, it's a big 8.
It's a big 8. It's a big clean sheet.
It's a big clean sheet, it is.
Second in the league, man.
Going to right back, Javier Manquillo. Along with Karl Darlow, he didn't really fill us with confidence throughout the game, but I still think it was a pretty solid performance. I think if you're looking at weak links in the team today, it was going to be between Darlow and Manquillo. But having said that, as the game went on, particularly in the second half, he did actually impress us going forward. Defensively, maybe a little bit shaky, but going forward, linking up with Hendrick in the second half, they were fantastic. And it was Manquillo's ball that helped get the first goal. Hendrick flicked it on at the near post, and Wilson prodded it in. So yeah, maybe not the best performance, but I'll probably give him an 8 along with Karl Darlow, to be fair.
Nice. Federico Fernández, Iron Man, as solid as ever tonight. And even going forward,
standard.
He makes touches in the opposition box now just for fun. He tried to lay one off for someone, did he? Gets on his head on corners.
He got a goal, didn't he?
He's a threat. Attacking, and he's solid in defence. Not much more you could ask for as a centre-back, really. Better game of the day than Virgil van Dijk for Liverpool, that's for sure.
Damn right.
Fernandez, class today. It's blessing to have him at a centre-back, to be honest. Top-class player, defender, and hopefully he can keep on playing as much games as he did last season, as consistent as he did. Not too much trouble tonight from West Ham, who are poor. The £50 million striker, when he came off the bench late on, not much of a threat. Antonio's a handful, to be fair, but he's floating around trying to do everything for West Ham, Antonio. I'd say a comfortable night for Fernandez, a game part of a back four that's kept a clean sheet. Fernandez can have an 8. Yeah.
I'll probably say the same thing about Lascelles and all, to be fair. When Lascelles isn't in the team, we'll miss him. He missed a game and a half in pre-season as he got sent off and was suspended for 1.
Still didn't find out what that was for. I wanted to know the background story of that, because it must be something to wind you up to get sent off in a pre-season friendly.
Apparently it was a scruff, but there was no nice footage or nothing of it. Apparently they were gone for blood, because he got sent off and all, the Borough player. So I don't know. I've never seen the footage. Probably for good reasons. Who knows? But yeah, he was solid. He's the captain, deservedly so to be the captain. Like I say, when he's not there, we'll miss him massively. Today, he was just similar to Fernandez. He was a rock at the back. He led his line well, as the captain should. Overall, impressive. Like same what you said about Fernandez. They didn't really cause much threat. Miguel Antonio was the danger man, but didn't really cause too much of a threat. So,
held a good line at the time, I think, the defence, because
they did,
especially towards the end there, where West Ham were obviously trying to push for an equaliser. Were comfortable, kept that line well. There was no real pressure. We didn't get caught out. Solid job tonight from the end.
I think that's what Lascelles does well, though. Like say, holding the line. That's what the captain should do, or at least a leader in the back line if the captain's not a centre back. If he's a striker or something like Aubameyang, for example. Aubameyang what? like I say, when he's not there, we do really miss him. Sometimes he gets a bit of stick because defensively, sometimes he's not the best, but you can just tell, when he's not there, the defense goes to shit. We're all over the place. So Lascelles quietly kind of goes about his job, just because you don't maybe see it on the screen. You know that he's having a word with Fernandez, Lewis, whoever it is, to hold the line, and he's doing what a captain should do. A quality, experienced centre back, and he's good at that. Did I give him a rating? 8? Is yours? Mine?
Yours.
8 as well. Everyone's got an 8 so far.
Right? This is easy.
8 for everyone.
There's some players
that's
that come.
coming.
There's higher than 8s to come. Jamal Lewis, the first debut of tonight of Brucey's summer signings.
Yeah.
Class, especially first half. Great to see a player really trying to impress.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some players come through the door, they know that they've sealed the contract. Well, they're not really awesome. Danny Rose, for example.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jamal Lewis, graphing his arse off, trying his best to impress. Pleased to be in a black and white shirt. You can see he's buzzing about it. It resembled his performance. He was just, you could see it. He was glowing. He was pushing forward. Great link up with Saint-Maximin, especially the first half, causing threat. Lovely ball into Callum Wilson, where Wilson just got a volley that went wide. How nice was it to see a wing back with an end product there? Obviously, Williams, don't get us wrong, was great for us last year, but now we've got Jamal Lewis, we've got a young, exciting international, and it's only going to get better from him. Like, I think it was a really exciting performance from him tonight, and he shows what we can do going forward, but also defensively. I think he got stuck in a lot as well. He was winning a lot of balls, so for me, it doesn't get much better of a debut for a left back, really. Again, part of the obvious defence that kept a clean sheet. Jamal Lewis can have an 8.
Yeah, I'd agree. Where we're going, centre mid, because it was a little bit all over the shop, really, wasn't it?
Aye. 4-4-2 for the team of the day.
Yeah, we're going to the right wing then.
Oh, unbelievable.
Man of the match, or saving that to last?
It's maybe, because if you look at these stats,
if
you look, we'll bring them up again. Because they're that good. We brought them up in the match review, but Jeff Hendrick for Newcastle tonight.
What a debut. For someone who fans weren't excited about, even moaned about being free. Imagine moaning about a free transfer.
From Mbappe to Hendrick, everyone was solid, versatile signing. You know, experience with Burnley, took them to the Europa League. International player, 100% take-ons completed tonight. 100% conversion rate. 41 touches, 9 recoveries, 2 interceptions, 1 goal and 1 assist. And what a goal it was.
It was a fantastic goal. I didn't even know he had that in his locker.
Rockets.
I think the only goal I've actually seen him score was against Newcastle, which was a bit of a bundle in, really. It wasn't, it was like inside the 6-yard box. He was free at the back stick, just put it in. But we were doing the live watch along, and like we were saying in the first half, like he's putting in a shift. He's not really doing no spectacular, but he's grafting, he's getting amongst it. Like just what kind of knew Jeff Hendrick is about. Like Burnley fans say, like he's a grafter, he puts in a shift, blah blah blah. In the comments at half time, that was mixed reviews. Some people were saying like, oh, he's shite, he's not having a good game. Others were saying like, oh yeah, he's a hard worker. But second half, he just showed why Brucey wanted to sign him. And even if we spent money on him, 5-6 million, I would think it was a more than acceptable signing for a player, as you say, of his experience and versatility. Like 5 or 6 million, I think for a player like him would be worth it. But the fact we got him for free, and like, yeah, I know he's not going to set the world alight. He's not. He's not glamorous or anything like that. He's not like the kind of signing that you think, fucking get in, we've got Jeff Hendrick. But like today, it kind of is. Like he was absolutely outstanding. That second half was brilliant. A goal and an assist on his debut. It can't get much better than that.
Nah, he was unreal.
Yeah,
especially second half, like you said.
So like, I never would have thought I would have said this at the start of the game, but I'm giving him a 10.
Absolutely, 100%. 10 out of 10 for Jeffrey.
Debut 10. Which one?
I just go the next one down now, Isaac Hayden, he took an early yellow card, and I was worrying that he fancied nearly back.
Now he got a second one like just after it. 10-15 minutes.
I think if the yellow cards weren't in such quick succession, he would definitely got probably another yellow if he wasn't already on a yellow.
Yeah.
For that second foul. Clumsy from Hendrick. Hayden. But to be fair, if anyone on the pitch, he didn't have his greatest game tonight, I don't think, Isaac Hayden. He made some interceptions as you'd expect, but he did look a bit off the pace a little bit. I think in another game he might have struggled a bit more. But he was still good enough. He was still decent. Still did his job in the middle of the park. 6-year deal. Wasn't the same saying that because he is a huge player for Newcastle. I think we'll see better games from him definitely. But Hayden, I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, I think that's fair. 2 seconds. I'll just stick the light back on.
Just get this light back on. Make sure you're putting your player ratings in the comments below during this video.
Jonjo Shelvey.
Ain't nobody.
Jonjo Shelvey. I thought it was a decent game. I didn't really think he was outstanding, but he was putting them balls in, and I think
pulling some strings though. He's still
I think he likes having the likes of Andy Carroll up top, because when he's pumping the ball up the maybe he's Joelinton, or especially like a shorter guy like Gale or Muto or someone like that, he ain't got a fucking chance. Not especially against like Ogbonna and Diop.
Nah.
Big guys like a Muto or a Gale wouldn't get anywhere near them. So I think he enjoys having the likes of Andy Carroll, who's got great chest control, can fight with the centre backs. Even Callum Wilson, he's a pretty big guy. He's good in the air. He can hold his own. So I think that's what Shelvey was looking for and what he should be. Well, just watching Match of the Day in the background, this was a good moment where Callum Wilson was on a counter attack. Shelvey went around onto the right hand side and got a shot just wide. Like that was
side net and good race at the box.
Yeah, it was great. Fantastic counter attack. But yeah, like, it wasn't his best game, but he was pumping them long balls, like playing that quarterback role as he should do. Like I think he'll enjoy having the likes of Callum Wilson up top, like an actual scorer. And he said it. Yeah, he said it during his interview the other day, didn't he? He says like he doesn't want to be top scorer.
Nah.
Like if he's top scorer again this season, that's ridiculous issues.
Really is, though.
Like he says, he wants to create chances. He wants to help assist chances. He doesn't want to be scoring week in, week out. Well, I'm sure he doesn't mind. but being top scorer, yeah, like he wants to assist. He wants to play them long balls, them scoresy passes, the quarterback role. So yeah, it was a decent performance tonight. I'll give him a 7.
Yeah. Saint-Maximin, mainly first half, seen a lot of the ball.
Yeah.
The usual dazzling stuff, a lot of skills, few Maradonas, taking people on, causing mayhem.
Linking up well with Lewis.
Linking up really well with Lewis. That's the partnership we can get excited about, I think, on the left-hand side. He did well second half still, running into the centre, looking for passes, looking for runners. A couple of times on the counter-attack, maybe the odd wrong decision in the final pass. But now Saint-Maximin had a very good game tonight. Constant threat throughout, constant worry for the opposition. I'd give him a 7.
Yeah, he was a little bit quiet in the second half, wasn't he? I think we're played more down the left hand side. We're seeing more of Maximin and Lewis in the first half, and more of Hendrick and Manquillo in the second. I don't know if that was Bruce's tactic.
I think so, because I think
maybe it just happened.
Obviously, they've got young Fredericks there, right back, who's highly rated. He was pretty good.
Yeah.
So maybe they looked at that and fair play, but it's massively worth it.
Right. So 7 for Maxi, and we'll go for the second strikeout today, Andy Carroll, who I thought was absolutely fantastic.
Unbelievable. Absolutely outstanding.
Still didn't get on the score sheet, which I'm dying to see him score his first competitive goal for the club. Got a couple in pre-season, but he's still carrying this reputation, and I think you can only do it by yourself to shake
Actions speak louder than words.
Like only yourself can shake a reputation like that by remaining fit and performing. And did he come off late, or did he get 90 minutes?
It was pretty much 90. I think he came off.
Did he come off for Sean Longstaff?
Probably
late on. So you almost got 90 minutes, which for Andy Carroll is a great achievement. We were saying maybe bring him off, I think, before Almirón came on. But he didn't really look that fatigued. Like, he was all right. Like, he didn't have an injury. He was looking fine. But even towards the end, I mentioned before about his chest control and what a threat he can be up top. But at the back, when you need him, he's a brick shithouse in centre back. Like he could fill in there if need be. Last 10 minutes, it was still only 1-0. It was a little bit squeaky bum time. Every set piece they had, and they had quite a few, to be fair, free kicks, corners, they were pumping them all in. Carroll seemed to get every single one of them. It's like a moth to a flame. He was just getting everything away on the edge of the box. He was booting the ball away. And even towards the end, he was sprinting forward, sprinting back, doing everything that you require. And coming from a player like Andy Carroll, who has this crocked reputation, he's on the wrong side of 30. He kind of run 2 yards without spraining his fingernail or something like that. So he was unbelievable today. And I want to give him a 10, but maybe a 9.
Hey, mate, you give him what you want.
I'll give him a fucking 10, fuck it.
Like you say, like 10, he didn't get a goal, but how big
his contribution,
his link up with Wilson, like you say, at the back and at the front, kept us in the game. He was mint tonight, and he came close to game, a bit of a resemblance to his pre-season goal that he scored with his chest and volleyed it up for himself. Nah, he was mint like, and Brucey, big words from him and all on his post-match press conference saying it's the best Andy Carroll we've seen since he got his big move to Liverpool.
Yeah.
Huge compliment. We're just praying he can obviously stay fit because what an asset he can be to this team.
Yeah, big 10 for me for Andy Carroll. And last but not least, Callum Wilson.
Andy Carroll gets a 10, Callum Wilson gets a 20. He was
20 million.
20 for 20 million. He was brilliant. I mean, watch the match review as well if you haven't already. But we talk about what it's like to actually have a striker. A proper striker.
We had having one of them strikers.
We've seen it within the first 5 minutes. You notice of the game, the movement, the pulling away from the defenders, getting a shot at goal, getting in front of your man, beating your man at the front post, making movement for a cross, getting on the end of a cross, touching the ball in the fucking opposition box. Something we haven't seen.
Really isn't. Like it sounds stupid. It almost sounds like we're taking the piss. But last season, they were the stats. Like we were in, if not rock bottom, we're in the bottom 3 of those stats. Touches in the opposition box in the final third, chances created, goals, shots on target. We were fucking rock bottom.
Right.
And today, like in the first 5, 10, 20 minutes, between Lewis, Wilson, everyone, they were getting the balls in, and Wilson was fighting for every single ball. And it was so refreshing to see. Like it almost is like a completely brand new team. Like just them players, Wilson, Lewis, Hendrick, and we haven't even seen Fraser yet. It just is so different to what we had last season. And Callum Wilson, I think, could be the focal point of where we can go this season. Like wherever that is, I don't know. Like it's only the first game.
Second at the minute.
Yeah, don't want to get too carried away. Like it is only the first game.
First next week.
It can only get better from here.
It can. It totally changes the dynamic of a team. And Wilson was outstanding. Busney got his goal, his usual goal against West Ham. Let's hope we can hit double figures and push on from there. But today, 10 for Callum Wilson, no doubt about it at all. Yeah, exciting to see he can work in the top 2 now with Andy Carroll. I'm sure he can work with Hayden, with Fraser, Wilson, Almirón, Maxi. It's good options for Brucey and a great performance from Callum Wilson.
Yeah, we're going to get on the subs.
I will quickly do the subs, especially Joelinton, who got the most game time. He was our first sub, wasn't he?
Yeah, I still only about 15 minutes. So
exactly, I don't want to do
more late changes from Brucey. This is why we don't do subs. Because we only say for 2 seconds.
Well, we'll do quickly. Just Joelinton came on the left hand side. His preferred position. Good to see him there instead of in the middle where he clearly isn't. And he did well. He battled well. He won a couple of balls. He had some good touches. He opened up play a little bit. He had the freedom of that with West Ham pushing for a goal. I thought Joelinton did pretty well when he came on.
He did all right.
I'd give him a pretty solid 6, I suppose.
Yeah. Could maybe say the same. Maybe a 7 for Almirón.
Almirón was.
Yeah, we'll not get on to Sean Longstaff because he didn't get. He only got about a minute or 2. But Miggy, like we were saying before he came on, that we needed that injection of pace because Saint-Maximin went off, and at the time we were inviting pressure. We were almost like parking the bus. West Ham were pumping well with possession, and like if we were trying to counter attack, we only really had Andy Carroll. We didn't want him to be sprinting in the 80th, 85th minute. Probably same with Callum Wilson. He put in a shift. Everyone, Jeff Hendrick, they're not the quickest of players. So if we were going to go on a counter attack, I wouldn't get very far. So Miggy came on and he did just that. He gave us that injection of pace that we needed, and he helped contribute as well towards the second goal, breaking away. Cut it across, didn't he? That was a joy. I think it was
Almirón for Hendrick.
Yeah.
Almirón got the assist for
Hendrick. It was Almirón, And he could have had a shot himself.
Unselfish, good awareness to find Hendrick.
Yeah.
But he was
just before that, he missed a bit of a sitter.
I think a lot of fans wanted to see Almirón start before the game, but you said as well he didn't look too good in the preseason.
He did have a poor preseason.
Carroll did. Carroll scored in preseason. Almirón I'm sure he will start more games, but he is a class option to have off the bench just because of how quick he is. He caused so many problems as soon as he came on because he had that outlet. He was given little 1-2s with Shelvey, with Carroll, getting in and around the box. He's always going to cause problems there. He had a great chance himself, and didn't he? He just dragged one wide, weak effort. But now Almirón, big threat when he came on.
Yeah.
Right then, that rounds up. Yeah, quite lengthy player ratings, but a positive player ratings. Plenty more used to come.
See, we don't mind talking about it. If it's a shit game, we'll just be like, everyone 2, fuck off. I've got better things to do.
Especially at this time of night, we're still talking.
No, it's 11:15 right now. Shit.
Make sure you get your player ratings in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the Magpie Channel TV and enjoy.